Yo, it's hot, y'all. What's going down? I'm Donald Nelson with Supreme Confidence. You're listening to today's episode, The Queen of the South Reverberation with Cle podcast on the Confidence in the Klutch Network. Whether it's the game of basketball or the game of life, you got to have confidence in the clutch. Practice makes confidence. Pressure makes diamonds. Stay sucker free. Keep it a buck. Stay woke or get out. Listen on Apple Podcasts, Google Play Music, YouTube, and at confidenceintheclutch.podbean.com. Subscribe, rate, and review is important. Visit us on Facebook at Confidence in the Klutch. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at K. Coming today, we got a double episode because Mr. Nelson lost one of the episodes with technical difficulties with the computer last week. So we're going to run through episode 9 and then episode 10, which got real for us for Queen of the South, y'all. So we got 5 things to know about episode 9, 5 things to know about episode 10, y'all. The confidence starts right now. 3, 2, 1. Confidence on 3 and the clutch on 6. 1, 2, 3.
Confidence.
4, 5, 6.
In the clutch.
Confidence.
Good afternoon, Cle. What's going on?
Good afternoon.
I'm over here hot. I'm hot.
Oh, yes, Lord Jesus. It ain't even the hot. We need to explain. It's the humidity.
Yeah, this is why I can't go down south, Cle. I refuse. I'm not. Don't ever ask me to move to a slave state because I want to take the people that have their Confederate flag hanging in their garage. They're the ones that got it outside their house and riding on their car big and heavy. I don't think I want them riding around where they doing it like that. I'll take my covert.
I don't have nothing in, that's where our roots are in the South, but I'm not a Southern.
Yeah, I'm not a
So
Southern.
I don't know if that would be good for me.
No, I don't think it would be good for me. They would call me an uppity nigga. That's what I would be.
They can call me a lot of things, but nigger and all that ain't gonna be one.
Yeah. All right, y'all. We jumping into episode 8, El Diablo. We know what Diablo is. It's the devil. So the show ending scene from episode 8 was Teresa tells James if he doesn't have a clear shot of Pekkas, don't take it. Wait, and they can kill him. So for this episode synopsis, to help wipe out her Phoenix rivals, Teresa gets into bed with an ambitious politician. So 5 things to know about episode 9. The first thing, Phoenix is theirs now. They took care of everybody. They are out of the commission. What's next for them, Cle?
Now she has roots that she can set up and start, getting the business running a little more smoother.
Right.
And without problems there.
Right.
So she's placed the seed. Now she's ready to watch it grow. She then cleared out the competition for now.
Right.
And so now she can start distributing.
Right. Because remember in the beginning, they were talking about we're going to do this with 50. What did she say? 50 or 500 or 1,000. It was 1,000 low-level dealers, a kilo a piece. Let the money come back in slow. And that's how they was going to make all the money instead of going with somebody big. Then they got to worry about all that. They were just doing little small independent contracting things, send it across the nation or whatever. And probably send it in internationally. I don't know. But so the expansion piece.
So far, how she's done things is always smart and strategic.
Yes.
And she got the winery, so that's one way she can distribute out mail-in without it and cryptocurrency. Now she's talking about just low-level, slow, not fast, because when you're dealing fast, you may cause you more. And we found this out back when she was telling you get more. What is his name? When they was in where were they? The crazy guy with the girls.
Okay,
I can't think of it. He said when he was going through how her money can get caught. It also went with her supply too. If you move it a certain way, if you move it low, low key, you less inclined to lose in money and product.
Right. And what is that cryptocurrency? So
yeah, but when you flip it to how she doing the drugs, same thing.
All day long. So there's no mention of Dallas. Well, we know that was Camilla's holding spot. They haven't talked about Dallas, so I don't know if Camilla still just has that on lock, but it hasn't been mentioned so far this season. Also, is it a turn to go back to Mexico if she can cut a deal? But I mean, she would have to cut out the Colombians because they deal with the cartel. So right now, like you said, she got her stronghold. This her nest, and this where she gonna post up at and do her thing.
And she don't need Mexico right now.
No, she don't.
Okay. She don't need Mexico. Why?
Don't. So, second, what did King George tell Camilla? I mean, what did King George tell Camilla? He said, "I'm a pirate. I'm not loyal like that," type of deal. Cle, I think he might have told him about Dos Santos, where they pick up the dope from, or because we never knew, did they have a meeting spot? Did he go down to Bolivia to pick up the dope himself from Dos Santos? I can't remember if we got that information, Cle.
Yeah, we did. Remember, they got her drugs there, and they were departing. Remember, they went through the shootout and all that. They got what they could salvage there. Then King George was supposed to meet back up or head on about his way, and he gets captured, right?
Right.
So, he is a pirate, but to a fault, he is loyal to Teresa.
Right.
Because when you think about it, Teresa's been treating him well.
Yeah, treating him well. But what I'm saying, when they get the dope, do they go down to Bolivia and get it, or do they meet them somewhere? That would be key to as far as what he could tell Camilla about Dos Santos. Because I mean, the truth be told, Camilla need Dos Santos too, because it's 90% pure or whatever. No,
she don't. Because he see, first of all, difference between this is the difference between Teresa's queen pen and Camilla's queen pen demise. Teresa is willing to go as far as she needs to, and she understands the heritage and all that, or everything she's ever done. Remember, she's always talking to self. So we're going to put that as spiritually up there, okay? You got to check in with self. One, right? And everybody told her not to deal with him because he was crazy.
Right.
And Camilla didn't deal with him either. Even though she was over there doing whatever with her connects, she never dealt with him.
Right.
Never even had a reason to think about dealing with him.
Right. Right.
Teresa had to go get a connect that wasn't in that cartel gang.
Right.
He's bigger than a cartel. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna say this. I don't think that's on Camilla's radar to go after him.
But remember, they sent her down there to get it because they couldn't. They sent Teresa and Rero and James down there to get the dope from dude. And then after she got the dope, wasn't that when she broke off from Camilla and them all the way?
Well, yeah, because matter of fact, she told they were. I don't remember how she even got him as a name as a connect, but it doesn't make a difference. Yeah. She was willing to go the extra mile. Yeah. They told her it couldn't be done, and she said it could be done. But the difference between her and Camilla, she researched.
Yeah.
And she checked in with self. So Camilla wouldn't have even thought about him had her connects not messed up when she wasn't sitting over there trying to take over the cartel.
Right.
She had no need, but she needed a supplier, and somehow Teresa knew about him and knew about it. So she's always researching. We don't know how much of that book she read either.
Right.
That book is out there.
Right.
It's like the Bible. That's what started all this. And so we don't know what's in there or how much she read. We know enough that she's smart enough to go to the best source in the house.
That's right.
He has followers, and he don't have to do what the cartel do. She was getting her stuff through this whole show gets to her. He always make that one delivery, and she always got to make sure she has to pay him. So however his connects are, it's not stopping up his drug flow of getting to his people.
Right.
So I don't think George could have gave her enough because he don't know enough himself. Teresa really don't discuss what she does with him with James.
Right.
If you notice that, she doesn't discuss it with Pote.
Right.
He trusts her on how she get it, but she doesn't go like deep into things that she has to go through to talk to him or however you get there. They don't question it. So I don't think he could give her that. He probably can give her maybe the next where they supposed to go pick up something.
Right.
I don't know what George could have really given Camilla. And if whatever he give her is not substantial, so
right.
it really is to get him out. So the answer your question, I don't think he could have gave her anything
not
substantial.
Too much. Yeah, not too much. Whereabouts, she already knew where she was. So Camilla ain't, she ain't whatever. She sent somebody else to get her. So, and what we think they did to Bilal? Did they do some mind tricks with him? Did they?
I think they tortured him. Really, he had like marks on his brain, maybe electrical shocks. Ain't no telling with the psycho general, but he did something to mess his mind.
Yeah.
Plus, they're not from, they're islanders. They're not from here, so they have a different belief. That's how they have a different belief on how they look at Americans,
right,
and white Americans at that. So I don't know. I just know it sent George off.
Yeah, for sure. Macaca. Like, man, that's all he can say. Like, shit, I don't know. They made the brother bird or something. So, you see him walk Mayo in with the gangster CEO, and take this phone, punk. Take this phone. And looked at him like, take this phone. Walked up in there for a room for the Latinos, about 12 of them, ready for him, and they just kept on whooping on him. Well, I want to know, did they kill him or not, Cle? You think he dead?
No.
So they just whooped him.
I think he ain't gonna let him suffer a little bit.
Right. Okay. I don't, because the thing is, Camilla said,
no, Teresa told him if he crossed her, she told him don't cross her.
Right.
And he crossed her. Ain't no telling. I mean, dead or alive, he's not substantial to me. Bye.
Right, and James, man, he know everything about what we trying to do, so he can give us up to anybody. So, we don't want that to happen. So we gotta take him out. So I think they killed Mayo. Like when all the dirt he was doing to Mexican Americans down there, and he had a Mexican American guard and there's a Mexican American room, so they probably just did him in and it was over. So, but we'll see, because we thought he was out of commission first, and he came back causing all this havoc. So. Okay. Right. Oh man, when will we see Devin Fitch? I got it's 13 episodes. I got episode 11. Cle, what you got?
Nah, I think you picked whatever you picked it would be from. I can't remember, y'all, but we know he's definitely still a main player in this.
Yes.
And we should be seeing him soon, because we're in episode 9, yeah. It's only 13, so yeah, I would think you picked. What did you pick? 11.
I said 11.
Yeah, you might be right on that. It's not that many more, unless they're gonna end with a super season finale with him.
Right.
It's not that many more. So soon, we don't have no choice in the matter. He gonna have to.
Right. All right. Now, Camilla, who does she have left? Her daughter turned on her. General Cortez turned on her. Who does she have left? I don't know
who she can ask favors from. You know what? I really think that FBI guy might come back and play.
FBI guy.
The DEA guy.
DEA guy. What DEA?
You know the one she was sleeping around with.
Yeah, we ain't seen him in a minute either.
Yeah, he might have to come.
Yeah, that's where she got to go to. You right, Cle. Damn. You right.
Yeah, we ain't seen him in a minute, so it's time for him to pop up. Him, and I don't know about the head of the with the girl. Yeah. I don't know if she's gonna go back to him and say he put. I don't know how that goes.
Yeah, with Castile,
but I know it's not turning how she wanted, and now the general. I think he's overstepping his boundaries, and I think with the cartel, they don't like that.
No, they don't like
came
that.
as her right hand. You ain't knocked her out the box. You know what I'm saying? So she got that going for her.
Yeah, Castile and Ronaldo. So if she can go with them, or if she going back with my man, and I forgot my man name, Agent. Oh man, I forgot. It was. I know I got it written down, but I just forgot.
Anyway, we haven't seen him, and he got away, and it's about time, because he wanted Cortez anyway. Yeah, he wanted him too.
Yeah. So that's it, y'all. This is part 1. We're going to take a small break to get into episode 10 when it get real. Oh.
Confidence in the clutch.
Right back to it, y'all. Now we got this episode 10. Cle, what was you thinking when you saw this episode?
I I was literally sitting there biting my hand like, oh my God. Oh my God. That's what I was like, it just got real.
Right. I the whole episode, just how it was set up, I appreciated it. It was only about Teresa, really nobody else. Of course, James and Pote had a piece to play, but it was so much symbolism in the episode, so many things that was going on with Dos Santos, and I mean, just seeing a homegirl.
We really got to see Dos Santos organization.
Yeah.
How well connected he stays.
Yeah. He's fat. So the synopsis is: returning to Bolivia, Teresa risks her life to prove her loyalty to El Santo. So our 5 things to know about episode 10. We got number 1, Teresa feels sorry for Kelly Ann. Kind of responsible, Cle. Is that the vibe you getting from her? Because she getting away with murder a little bit.
Well, I don't know if it's murder. You know, in the drug game, it would be considered murder because you're stealing.
Right.
But she's not that type of leader, and she just feels kind of responsible because all she's been dealing with, captured, killing her husband, you know, is a lot on her.
Yeah.
And Teresa knew she was bumping, that's what they call it, bumping, but she didn't know. She started to, not that she didn't know, Teresa was still dealing with a lot, and she didn't realize that she started having a habit until it was pointed out to her.
Right.
I don't think she really knew how bad she was until the senator pointed out, like, you need to get your friend, you know, she hot, you know, and she looked at her. So yeah, in a way, she, you know, it's like if you're a good leader, you are concerned about your workers.
Yeah,
your employee.
Everybody is important to Teresa. Everybody has a role in her organization. Yep. She's loyal. She'll make some mistakes, but she's skated so far. But she's made some costly mistakes where she should have been dead about 5 different times. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if that's emotions or, I mean,
she can just relate. She can just relate.
Okay. My thing is, how does Dos Santos and them people in there all white and the little girl and the little angel devil mask, whatever, how do you always know where she at?
Because when she got in, the reason why nobody wanted to get in the business with him, because it's like he know everything. He got psychotic followers. And we didn't see, like, okay, this ain't far-fetched, because we didn't see it on the news. Come on now. But the government got to be going in, because these super spiritual people and they compound and they many husband and wives, and you see them, right? Brainwashed. You be looking like, how? But them be the people that go to the far extremes for the cause.
Right.
What they believe in, you know, you can't mess with people with religion and spirituality. That's just far worse than money. Talk about money. You know what I mean? Right. So he knows where she at because of his followers.
Right, and I mean, she did go through the whole process. She went through the bridging ceremony, so she connected with him on that spiritual level. So he got that innate, unique spiritual power over his followers.
But you know what? Truth of the matter, if you want the best, it's gonna be a price that you have to pay for it. That's a life period. She wanted that pure cocaine, right? She wanted that pure. She wanted that pure powder. It's a price you gotta pay, and the price you gotta pay is when he call, you come. Right. No questions asked. You have she don't ever ask him how they know where she's at. She just know when she see them kids, them girls, and that many. They all girls. There's no boys. Nope. Girls. That's a problem. She always like, what did I do wrong? And the payment was on time. Why are you here?
Why are you here?
Like, I don't want to see you. Man. So she ain't bothered by it.
No, not at all.
I ain't bothered by it. I'm bothered by it when I see him, like, oh, hell.
Right.
What didn't happen now?
Right. Cause I mean, Pote and James was kind of shook. Like, Pote gave her that plastic gun and that Psalm 144. And Kellyanne was looking like, man, you might die, fam. Like, she down there was crying coming out of Teresa's room. I'm like, man, you know what I'm saying? But it was ill when the little girl saw Teresa with the gun, just popped up, looked at her, Teresa like, damn, I didn't know you was there. Like, I bet you didn't. You put that pistol out, though. And Teresa, you look beautiful.
I don't know why she felt that comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel comfortable when I'm watching a TV show. Like, them little kids, little angels of death appears. I don't know. I'll be peeking, looking in every corner. You didn't hear the door
No,
open, nothing.
nothing.
Lord just said, no, I ain't. And it's always, that's her like assigned angel. That's the same little girl. It's been with, right? Okay, I was seeing if you was paying attention. For you, sometimes you people have to watch real closely.
Yeah, it's the same one. So, and then they put her downstairs, just going through it because it was just ill. Put her next to Sasha. Okay, Tasha, Sasha, Natari Naughton, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You seen a little Tasha coming out of her and all that, but it was just ill. They was talking that dope game stuff though.
And do you notice he knew Teresa's size, shoes, just had all her clothes laid out, know how much where it is. I was like, I come to your house, you got do you just all my clothes laid out and shoes? Like, I don't think I ever told you what size shoes I wore, dress. You just, did I tell you where that's crazy?
Right, and
he didn't guess it. It fit her. It fit her. So
yeah, that looked good on her too.
I don't know. That's kind of creepy. You know that?
Yeah, that was the best she ever looked because her hair, she had it curly in the back and all that. Had it pulled back curly. Man, she looked real good. That's the finest Teresa ever been on the show. She was fine.
I'll leave that to you.
Right. All right. So basically, they did all that. So, boom. The organization, we see different people. They're trying to figure out who to snitch. Dos Santos says somebody done snitch, and he pulled up the old reel-to-reel of his whole compound production facilities being decimated by bombs and shit. So they're trying to figure out. That's when Teresa like, man, what's happening now? Dos Santos was finna take Teresa because they said Teresa did it because they brought the pistol downstairs. Now they talking about Teresa did, and he hear the bomb. Dos Santos like, no, because you already know what's happening. So now Dos Santos organization is gone, Cle. Well, what the hell was you thinking when it went down like that?
First of all, let's back up. He did some purification with Teresa. And Teresa, and he told her, I see a darkness in you. Now, listen now. Y'all got to be paying attention. Teresa started killing. Remember?
Right.
She was forced to. He's like, I see a darkness in you. And I don't think he believed that she had something to do with it. But in a way, when he was talking to her, he said, why do we always have to suffer? He included her in we. Why people always turn against him, we have to suffer. So he's already set the ground that she had a mole in her camp. Right.
Well, yeah, remember?
He could have killed her. He didn't even have to go through that. He could have killed her. You know that, right?
Right. Because he told her before you had a snake in your camp before, talking about werewolf.
No, we assume. He never said who it is. He just said you had a snake in your camp, and we ain't got to the number 5 and down extra question, but I'm gonna say this. Right. He always told her she had a snake in her camp. We thought it was werewolf. We don't know for sure.
I said it was werewolf, but now they get in a situation. They had to take the potion. They had to do everything to survive. Enter Devin Finch. So we were off. I was off by 2 episodes. You was off by 1 originally. So now here come Devin Finch on some G.I. Joe Call of Duty type shit, like with all to do.
So let me get this straight. So when the Army, is he Army, Navy, still whatever, they trump the rest of the government, right? CIA, DEA, FBI, right? Because that's what I'm gathering. Like, this is on some government higher than, what's the highest? The CIA?
Higher than the CIA.
Some off the book black ops run on a special, you know how they got it, that this is who he worked for. Right. Now, how does Devin Finch know where to go?
Man, that's what I'm saying. Somebody.
And it goes back to what episode? When did Devin appear at her winery? 5?
3.
Between 3? Okay. Where in the end he said he had one more plan. Yeah. And if we go back and trace back, then that's when Werewolf was captured, right? But how Teresa got introduced to Devin is through Camilla. She wasn't dealing they wasn't dealing with Del Santo then.
Right.
So what was he on?
Man, this is
okay. I'm just, I'm a
right.
dig deep, but I'm just saying
Right, but he's moving way too much dope
so right, but who was he trying to get? Del Santo didn't come until later down when Camille lost her connect.
Man.
So I'm trying to figure out where Devin's super end game, and since we on that, Teresa finds out that necklace she had on was a tracking device that Werewolf had, or it was placed in that. Right. See, that's the thing. We don't never know where Werewolf was when he just appeared all of a sudden. We never knew. We knew we knew he flipped when he was talking to the CIA guy that Camilla ended up sleeping with. I don't remember his name. Okay? And he was dealing with him. But now this is above that. And the guy has been out. So who has Werewolf been talking to? Because he was held by Camille and captured by the... So how... I'm trying to link that. Like, did Devin get to him then? Is there somebody that Devin worked with that got to him? Because the tracking device, she took it off necklace. They're not for sure if Teresa's going to take that off his necklace. Right. Maybe they activated it, saw that it was moving, or whatever the case. We just making...
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So what I'm saying is that does go to say James is the only one that's connected from Camille to Teresa
to Devin.
To Devin.
Yeah.
And he shoots and fights like he is a government. He is. He's an ex what? SEAL. He's an ex something. SEAL, right?
I guess
because he used to do special. Yes, James is. Because when they was telling a little bit about his story when he worked for Camille, he was in the government, right?
Okay.
Devin in the government.
Right. So then, okay, who set Dos Santos up? George, Werewolf, James, Camilla. You got to pick one, Cle.
James.
I'm still rolling with Werewolf.
Werewolf dead.
But the killer was when they took the potion and she really crossed over to the other side though, because she was like, hold on, I've been here before. I relived this, and it was different now with what it could have been. And Werewolf like, just stay with me. You ain't got to go back over there. We good. But she was like, I only get one life, and this is the life I got, so I got to go back and live in it. Man, and that was a real ass. I was like, wow, like the writers are fantastic with the show now. Like,
but then too, they are. But it goes back to you. We have choices, and she stepped on faith. Believing Del Santo to take that when he told us the only way we're going to escape this, that's where faith comes into spirituality. Yeah. You got to step on faith, and every choice that you make brings you to another fork in the road that you're going to have to make a choice. So you can take that in real life, and she stepped on faith. I don't know, James was so hell-bent on getting rid of Werewolf, but something tells me James is connected.
Right.
Because the only common denominator through the whole thing is James with Camille, and Devin was dealing with Camille. And then now Devin is after Teresa, and James is the connection there.
Yeah,
again.
Yeah, episode 1, Malta. When she ran out the little cafe, James was there with the Lexus pulling up.
And she said, James, how did you know where I was? Remember, he said, they make their little joke.
Right.
How did you know where she was, James?
James might be ex-military with them, though. That might be the big thing. Try to take down the Camilla, but Camilla ain't got the power no more. This girl got the power. We need to take her down. So we gonna see. So, Cle, 15 to know about episode 10. Who gonna die next, Cle?
Well, episode 10.
I'm saying who dying next in the thing? Because then we going into the next episode prediction. So who you got that's dying next coming up in these next 3 episodes, even if I don't know.
I don't know so much of dying. Well, somebody got to, or a whole thing got to be wiped. I don't know where her and Del Santo relationship. I feel like they're closer, and if that's her connect, where they gonna get their dough from?
Man.
Which makes me think I don't think so. I think he still got power. I think she's still gonna be dealing with him.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that might move Teresa in a higher rank with him. I don't know why I feel like that, because I feel when she be going, because we supposed to be watching this going backwards, right?
Mm-hmm.
She is way past what Camilla was.
Right.
You know, her clothes look different. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I feel
Hopping
she
out
gonna
of different
either
whips
be
now.
running it for him or
Right.
being she gonna be something big time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So somebody, I think James gonna get it somehow, somewhere. James gonna get it. I don't know how. I don't know where, but James gonna get it because we connecting the dots. James, somebody gonna get mad at James. I'm surprised. He's
Well,
too
here what we
slippery.
get,
He's
we
too
know it ain't
slippery.
George. We know it ain't George. We know it ain't George. But you know, writers have done it. But we know it ain't George because he don't know enough.
Yes, he's too slippery. He's getting. You know what I'm saying? He's way too slippery.
And Railroad's dead.
Right.
And Camille's on the run for her life, so she ain't got time.
Yeah.
So the only other person is James. James is the man in the middle that's got the connections to these issues. And it goes back to Pote when Pote never trusts James. He's
Never.
starting to warm up to James, but day one out the gate, he never was with James.
Right. So, all right. So final scene was Teresa calling Pote and let him know it could be James who set them up. Asked him to step away, make sure he by himself because it just didn't make no sense.
Well, she never asked him. She never asked him if he by himself. She was like talking to him. She's like, "You by yourself?" That put him on high alert. He's like, "Yeah, talk." She was like, "We have a mole."
Right, we got a mole. So, and we know who
and
it
the only
is.
person who's close into all that is James. I'm sorry,
Exactly.
making it look like James is questionable.
Yeah. So. I doubt if Kellyanne got that type of clout because she going through it right now like she doing something she ain't got no business doing. You know what I'm saying? Cause she did. Remember, I got champagne boarded and all that episode. Episode before that, she was like, I got champagne boarded. Come on now. So we got that piece. We got the whole. Looking at the next episode, Pote finds something in James' possession, some type of little tracker, some headphones, some piece of electronics in his headphones. Kellyanne looked like she's spiraling out of control, doing all types of other shit, and I think we seen a piece of Camilla, but we don't know. So the thing is still, ¿Dónde está Camilla? ¿Dónde está Cle?
I tell you what, it's getting. I love the show. It's good. It keeps me thinking.
Yeah. Real in the real Del Holyfield, y'all. So that's it for today's episode of the Queen of the South Reverberation with Cle podcast. We did a double, episode 9 and episode 10. Just can't wait to Thursday, episode 11. Cle ain't going nowhere. Don't go nowhere, Cle. You already know. So whether it's the game of basketball or the game of life, gotta have confidence in the clutch. Practice makes confidence. Pressure makes diamonds. Stay sucker free. Keep it a buck. Stay woke. Get out. Listen to Apple Podcasts, Google Play Music, YouTube, and at confidenceintheclutch.podbean.com. Subscribe, rate, and review. It's important. Visit us on Facebook at Confidence in the Clutch. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at K in the K. Oh, great episode, y'all. Great episode. Gotta love it. 3, 2, 1. Confidence on 3, in the clutch on 6. 1, 2, 3.
Confidence.
4, 5, 6.
In the clutch.
Confidence in the clutch.